with its butterfly joints that move with the shoulders and a spine with clearly defined muscle lines that you can see when bending over. Do you like this biomechanical Fenrir? Hello everyone, welcome to the Model Express channel. After a long wait, my Fenrir has finally arrived. It's a 1/72nd scale product, scheduled for release in January 2026, with an official price of $50. However, it's currently priced around $65 on Alibaba. Since I paid a premium for it, please follow my channel. The runner contains a total of 34 pieces, including a base. The frame uses pre-assembled POM material, and the lobster back is integrated into the waist frame. Similar to previous INERA series, it includes decorative cardstock and a clear cover for the base. Two types of stickers are provided, one thick and one thin, allowing players to choose. The water decals are arranged in sections for easy location, which I really appreciate. There are also two cables for the rocket spear's firing mode. The instruction manual is full color printed and thoughtfully includes a parts list for each component, clearly indicating areas prone to damage and areas requiring attention. Runner remains excellent as always, with a beautiful metallic paint finish on the gold and silver parts. Numerous connections utilize a locking mechanism, minimizing the chances of parts falling off or pins coming loose. The skeleton's performance is outstanding, almost reaching the pinnacle of Chinese-made model kits currently available. The mechanical structure is exquisitely crafted, with hydraulic rods used in multiple parts and tubing throughout the entire body. The skeleton's color scheme is also very rich. The gold and silver metallic colors enhance the overall mechanical feel, while the red parts strengthen the overall biological feel. When the elbow is bent, a certain linkage structure will be brought out from the back of the upper arm, and the waist uses a multi-hydraulic rod design, making the linkage more diverse. The back features a multi-segment structure that simulates the effect of muscle stretching. When bent, you can also see the muscle texture details shown by stickers below the skeleton, making it incredibly lifelike. There is a hydraulic rod linkage structure on the back of the thigh when the knee is bent, and there is also a section of hydraulic rod structure on the front of the calf. When the foot moves to the left or right, it will activate the silver part above. The figure stands 26 centimeters tall, roughly the same size as a standard 1/72nd scale model. With the outer armor installed, it appears much more robust. The entire body is covered in white armor, accented with gray and black details. The red pipeline stands out more against the white armor, and numerous decals add detail to the exterior. The head's fierce look is well done, and the eye stickers are of very high quality. While I still like the head's design, the antenna shape is too neat, lacking some of the wildness of a beast. There are 3 options for the eyes, as well as blue transparent parts and gold replacement parts. I used red eye parts with red metallic stickers, which I feel better matches the overall color scheme. The white antennas on both sides of the head can be removed and replaced with an antenna-less design. Which of the 2 head designs do you prefer? The cockpit on the chest can be unfolded to reveal the pilot's figure inside. However, the completely transparent cockpit is still located on the chest, a design that completely disregards the pilot's safety on the battlefield. At least an outer layer of armor should be added on the outside. The cockpit seat parts come in 2 styles, gray and silver. The silver ones appear brighter through the transparent parts, but I think they're actually a brighter target. The cockpit on the chest can be removed and disassembled into a separate small fighter jet. Rotate the side thrusters back into place, unfold the wings, push the cannon barrels forward, flip up the gold thrusters at the rear, flip out the nose, open the cockpit, adjust the seat angle, and finally attach the bracket for individual display. During installation, simply align the gold jet with the gray connector on the chest. While this individual connector is relatively easy to install and remove, the lack of securing points on the wings makes the overall design appear somewhat loose. The armor on both sides of the cockpit can be flipped open to reveal the internal mechanical structure. The armor on the front and back sides of the shoulder armor can be turned outwards to a certain extent. The black outer armor above the shoulder armor can be pulled outwards, linked by a hydraulic rod structure. The gray limiting armor can be flipped up to unfold the black outer armor, revealing the silver internal structural parts underneath. Flipping open the gray armor on the outside of the upper arm reveals the gold and silver internal structural details underneath. Compared to the skeletal form, the linkage structure on the back of the upper arm is more pronounced when the elbow is flexed after the outer armor is installed. When the elbow is flexed, some of the forearm's linkage structure is also exposed. When the wrist is turned inward, there seems to be no detailed internal structure, which is a slight disappointment. The white outer armor on the inside of the forearm can be flipped open. The outer arm armor can be pulled out. It can also rotate 360 degrees. The lower part of the arm armor contains the muzzle of the machine gun, while the upper part houses the firing position of the rocket spear. The inner side of the arm armor is also meticulously crafted, with excellent attention to detail in its internal structure. The white mechanism on the arm armor can be pulled out to reveal the sights of the machine gun and rocket spear hidden underneath. The sights are shown using stickers. The spearhead part of the rocket spear can be removed, and by attaching the cable to the connector, reattaching the spearhead, and then reinstalling the connector into the arm armor, the rocket spear can be fired. The butterfly joint also features a linkage structure, allowing this part to move along with the shoulder without exposing the armor underneath. This design gives it a very realistic feel of human movement. When the armor on both sides of the back thrusters deploys, there is a certain linkage mechanism. The upper armor will automatically flip open, and the thrusters will automatically pop out. It also features a two-stage deployment structure. The upper armor can deploy upwards, and the thrusters can be pulled further outwards. The hydraulic rod structure at the waist is not covered by the outer armor, and this multi-linkage mechanism is really fun to play with. The spine on its back is also not covered by outer armor, just like the skeleton. When it bends, there are red stickers to simulate the appearance of muscle fibers, which is really cool. The system also incorporates a lot of sensations related to the hydraulic rods and spine when bending over. The front hip armor can be unfolded. First, flip the upper part upwards, then flip the lower part. When the lower part of the armor is unfolded, there are red parts that act as a locking mechanism, and green stickers are used inside to add details. The white outer armor of the front group can be pulled out to the side, and the gold part can unfold diagonally downwards to reveal the silver inner structure below. The small cover above the rear skirt armor can be flipped up, and the lower cover can also be flipped to the side to reveal the internal structure details below. The skirt armor can be extended outwards to reduce interference with leg movement. The internal structure has some forward and backward mobility. The outer thigh armor can be deployed to reveal details of the internal structure below. There is also a hydraulic linkage mechanism inside. The small black cover above the knees can also be opened to reveal the silver inner structure. You can flip open the small cover on the upper side of the calf to see the green sticker decoration underneath. The gray armor and blue transparent parts can also be deployed. The leg's linkage mechanism is also quite interesting. When the knee is bent, silver parts and red decorative stickers on the upper thigh are revealed. Simultaneously, the hydraulic rods on the rear also have a linkage effect, with the knee armor bringing out the hydraulic rod structure on the front of the lower leg. The overall linkage is very smooth and fluid. The feet move in the same direction as the skeleton, with the silver parts on both sides moving along with the lateral movement of the ankles. The toes on the back of the feet can be turned outwards, revealing a hidden hydraulic rod structure inside. The sole of the foot uses gold parts as the propulsion structure, while the rear side uses gray parts to simulate the style of spring shock absorption. Finally, all the deployable structures throughout the body are opened, and the unfolded armor looks quite spectacular. There are approximately 30 deployable structures in total, which, while not as many as the PGUs, is still quite a lot. Let's take a look at the weapon accessories. The equipment provided is quite abundant. It includes a pair of mechanical arms, 2 composite shotguns, a wolf-tail flexible sword, a saber, a longsword, a jet greatsword, and 2 pairs of customizable hands. The robotic arm features excellent color separation and is further enhanced with decals. The middle section of the arm can be extended, with a restraint mechanism in place to prevent it from breaking easily. The bottom and front connections can rotate 360 degrees, although the upper armor prevents full 360-degree rotation. It can rotate 180 degrees vertically, and the retractable claws at the top can be extended for firing mode. The robotic arm can be mounted on the shoulder of the main body to create a top-mounted cannon firing design. The composite shotgun features a modular design, making it very fun to handle. The magazine at the bottom is detachable. The barrel at the lower front can be extended downwards to expose the muzzle in the middle. I guess this should be a grenade launcher. Pull the muzzle forward and pull the bolt back. After unlocking the latches on both sides, you can remove the magazine from the top. There is also a magazine that can be removed from behind the grip. The wolf-tail flexible sword is connected by 6 ball joints, which can be pulled out to transform it into a whip. I think this weapon design is poor. It's perfectly adequate as a wolf-tail, but as a flexible whip, its elasticity and length variation are clearly insufficient. Although it is a sword, folding down the hilt reveals the ball joint at the back, which can be safely placed under the rear skirt armor of the main body, resembling a wolf tail. The saber itself isn't particularly special. Only the silver blade at the front can be extended forward and backward. However, the flexible sword and the saber can be assembled together. Extend the first ball joint of the flexible sword and insert the latch on the top of the saber into the slot. Extend the second ball joint at the butt end and insert the latch into the slot. With the saber's hilt close to the flexible sword's hilt, rotate the white part into the slot, and the assembly is complete. The assembled greatsword is 26 centimeters long, almost the same height as the model itself. The jet sword is also enormous, and the overall color scheme and details are very refined. The greatsword has two movable thrusters at the top, and the mechanical structure of the blade can be unfolded upwards. The white part below can be pulled back to unlock the latch, allowing the long sword hidden inside the blade to be taken out. Compared to the greatsword, this long sword appears rather simple, with only some basic color-blocking decorations. The jet sword is 28 centimeters long and looks very heavy. Weapon accessories can be attached to various positions on the main body. Insert the two mechanical arms into the two slots on the back. Pull out the connector on the side of the composite shotgun and insert it into the slot of the silver part at the front of the mechanical arm. Flip the hilt of the flexible sword to expose the ball joint, and connect the ball joint to the slot below the back skirt armor. Use the connector to install it onto the hilt of the saber, and then install it into the curved slot of the side skirt armor. Take out two round connectors and install them into the slots of the mechanical parts, then connect a horizontal connecting bar. Align the slot on the side of the jet sword with the latch of the connecting bar and insert it. This completes the fully armed attachment configuration. It must be said that the model's grounding and the load-bearing capacity of its frame are truly remarkable. Although it's not an alloy frame structure, it manages to withstand the weight of so many weapon accessories mounted on its entire body without collapsing. Other manufacturers could learn a thing or two from this. The hand features both fully articulated and fixed grip shapes. The 5 fully articulated fingers are pre-assembled, so there's no need to worry about fingers slipping out during play, which is quite nice. However, the official specifications indicate vulnerable points at the base of the knuckles, so users should be especially careful not to apply too much force. The ball joint of the wrist can bend approximately 90 degrees, and there are latches in the palm that can be pulled out to engage with weapon slots for increased grip stability. However, holding a hunting rifle and a long sword is fine even without using the locking mechanism. But when holding a great sword, the ball joint connection results in insufficient support at the joint, making it difficult for the wrist to support the weight. When wielding the great sword, a fixed hand grip can be used. The installation is not complicated. The connection uses a straight stud, which increases the support for the wrist. Combined with a highly load-bearing frame, the greatsword will not automatically drop when the arm is raised forward. The display stand continues the tradition of the INERA series, featuring decorative cardstock and a transparent protective layer. A small stand is also included for mounting the stand, allowing you to display the cardstock and protective layer on top. In terms of articulation, the head features a 3-section articulation structure. A ball joint at the bottom, a ball joint connecting to the top, and a ball joint connecting to the head at the top, resulting in excellent articulation. Thanks to the ball joint at the bottom, the head can tilt to the left and right with a large range of motion, and tilting it upwards is also excellent, with a very large upward range. When tilting the head down, the chin can directly touch the armor in front, and there is no interference when turning the head. The shoulders also have 2 movable sections, allowing them to be raised to 90 degrees. This allows the shoulder armor to be pulled up to create space for maneuvering. Combined with the 2 movable sections, the range of motion of the platform is greatly increased, reaching about 135 degrees. The range of elbow flexion is quite good, reaching about 150 degrees. The base of the arm can rotate 360 degrees horizontally. There is also a section in the middle of the elbow that can rotate 360 degrees. The wrist also has a movable section that can add some curvature to the arm when standing. The hand is fully articulated, allowing the ball joint to be pulled out slightly, increasing the range of rotation. The waist features a 3-section movable structure, offering excellent range of motion. The hips provide assistance when bending to the left or right, allowing for a considerable range of motion. Forward bends can reach approximately 45 degrees, while backward bends are limited due to the lobster back design. Waist rotation can reach 90 degrees. The upper thigh can rotate 360 degrees horizontally, but the rotation isn't very smooth. When the front skirt armor is moved to the side, the front leg can be raised to about 90 degrees, which is quite impressive. Similarly, after moving the skirt armor aside, the side leg can also be raised to nearly 90 degrees. The rear leg can only reach about 75 degrees. There is a joint at the top of the thigh that can be lowered and extended to increase range of motion. The joint has 2 points of articulation, and the range of motion of the leg can be increased by adjusting the structural position. After adjustment, the front kick can reach 90 degrees, the side kick can also reach 90 degrees, and the rear kick can also reach 90 degrees. The knee flexion is also good, reaching about 150 degrees. Due to the interference of the outer armor, the foot can only rotate 90 degrees to the left and right. The ankle has a 2-segment structure, which can assist in lateral swinging. The lateral swing performance is also excellent, around 45 degrees. However, the upper-outer armor is easily ejected during lateral swings, so care should be taken when handling it. The midfoot can bend downwards at a 90-degree angle, and there's also a certain downward pressure at the ankle. The dewclaws have an upward angle of about 45 degrees, and the entire foot has an upward angle of about 30 degrees. However, the upper armor is easily knocked off when lifting upwards, so caution is needed. The large feet provide a strong and powerful grounding, so even when making a large backward-leaning motion like in the video, they won't easily fall over. When playing with it, you can avoid using water decals at first, otherwise you will suffer heavy losses like I did with the decorative marks. Overall, this first 1/72nd scale model in the INERA+RMD series is truly stunning and could easily be crowned the best third-party model of 2026. Although the Kurata, Gotenko, and Meteor are still 3 models yet to be released, it has already put considerable pressure on many third-party manufacturers. The overall design seamlessly blends biological and mechanical elements. The unfoldable mechanical structures and hydraulic linkages make for a very engaging and fun experience to play with. The coordinated operation of the multiple hydraulic rods in the waist and the spine is particularly satisfying. Assembly is smooth and fluid, with very detailed instructions. Only some of the space column structures at the leg joints are a bit challenging to install. Other parts can be assembled easily without much force. If I had to nitpick, the main issue is that the decals are quite soft and easily rub off during play, indicating less than ideal adhesion. In short, if you enjoy complex mechanical structures or like this design, don't hesitate to buy it. At $50, this model offers excellent value for money. Okay, that concludes this video. Please subscribe to my channel, like and share. See you in the next video.